In this video, we will create our account page. So create a new file here and save this file as account.html. Let's come to the cart.html file. Just copy everything and paste it here in the account page. Now let's scroll up and we will delete everything before this footer. And we have this cart items. So we will delete everything from this cart items. I will remove this comment also. So here we have this footer and navigation bar. Now you can see this web page. We have this navigation bar and footer, same as the other page. Now let's come back in the HTML file of this account page. And after this div, we will add one div here. Before that, I will write one comment. So the comment I am writing account page. Here I will add one div with the class name account page, and let's create another div with the class name container. In this container, we will create two columns. For that, I'll create one div with the class name row, and let's create one div with the class name call2 because we need two columns. So in the first column, I'm adding one image. So I'm using img, src and the file path. And image width, it will be 100%. Now you can see one image on this web page. Right now it is in center because we have not created the second column. Let's come back in the HTML file, and here we will create the second column. So let me duplicate this one, and here we will remove this image. So it is for the right column. Here we will create one div with the class name form container, where we will add two forms, which is login form and registration form. Right now you can see this image in the left side and right side is blank. So let's copy this class name account page, write it here in this CSS file. I will write it here. Before that, I will write one comment also. So in the comment, I am adding account page. And let's use this class name here. For this one, I am adding some padding, 50 pixel and 0. Then background, we will use the same gradient background. So let me come back to the top where we have written the background color code. So it is here, radial gradient. Just copy this one and we will add it here in the account page CSS. Now you can see this gradient color on this web page behind this image. Now just come back to the HTML file, and from here we will copy this class name form container, write it here in this CSS file, and for this one we will set the background, it will be white, and we will fix the width. So it will be 300 pixel and height, it will be 400 pixel. Then we will add position relative. Text align will be center, and padding, it will be 20 pixel and 0. Margin will be auto, and box shadow. Now you can see this box in the right column. So in this one we will add some forms and two buttons. So let's come back in the HTML file. Here we will create one div with the class name form btn, then write span, open and closing tag. In this span I am writing login, just duplicate it and change the text. It will be register. Now you can see login and register text in this box. After that we will add two forms, which is login and registration form. So just come back in the HTML file, and here we will create one tag, form open and closing tag. In this form we will add some input fields. So first I am writing one input, and type it will be text, and placeholder it will be username. Let's write the another input field, which is type password, and placeholder it is also password. So after this input field we will add one button to submit this form. So I am adding button tag, and for this button we will add type it will be submit. We will add one class name also, so the class name I am adding btn, and the button text will be login. So we have created the login form. After that there will be one link for forgot password, so create one anchor tag here, and the link text is forgot password. Let's copy this form and paste it here. So it will be the another form. After this username field we will duplicate this one, and it will be email. Input type it will be email, and the placeholder will be email. And instead of this login we will write it as register. So it will be registration form with username, email and password. Let's remove this anchor tag. So we have two forms here, login and registration form. Let's preview our web page. You can see these input fields and submit button. We have to align it properly. We will design it using the CSS. So let's copy this class name form container, and we will come back in this CSS file. Here we will write this class name, then write a span. For this span we will write font weight bold, padding 0 and 10 pixel, then color and cursor. Width it will be 100 pixel, and display it will be inline block. Now you can see bold text and we have some space. Let's copy this one, form btn. Write it here in this CSS file. And for this one we will add display, it will be inline block. Let's copy this class name form container here, then write form, and for both the form we will add max width, it will be 300 pixel, and padding 0 and 20 pixel. Position will be absolute so that it will come on the same place. Then top 130 pixel. Let's copy this form, write it here, then write input. So for this input we will write width, it will be 100% for the all input fields, and height it will be 30 pixel. Margin it will be 10 pixel 0, and padding it will be 0 and 10 pixel. Border 1 pixel, solid, and this color code. Let me comment it out for now so that you can see all the input fields clearly. It is in full width. And if I remove this comment, it will be enabled. And now you can see these two forms are overlapping each other. So we have to change the position of one form. Before that we will design the input buttons. So let's come back, and here we will write form, then btn. For this one I will add width, it will be 100%, and border it will be none. Then cursor, pointer, and margin 10 pixel 0. Now you can see this button in the full width. If I click here, you can see this border. So just come back and here we will write form.btn and focus. Then write outline none. Now you can see if I click here, there is no outline. Right now you can see only one form is visible, second one is hidden behind the another form. So we will change the position. So just come back in the HTML file. Here we will write one ID in the first form. So the ID I am writing login form. And for the next one, I am adding REG form, registration form. So we have added two IDs. So let me copy this one and write it here in the CSS file. I will add hashtag, it is ID, that's why. And here I am adding left, it will be minus 300 pixel. We will write the second ID, which is REG form, which is for registration form, and here we will write left 0. Now you can see we have this login form here and registration form at this position. Right now it is visible perfectly. We have to decrease the font size of this anchor tag, so just come back in the CSS file, then copy this form, then write A for the anchor tag, and here we will write font size 12 pixel. Now you can see this anchor tag font size has been decreased. Next we will add one indicator line below the login and register button so that it will indicate which form is active. So let's come back in the HTML file and here we will add one HR, and for this one we will add one ID. So the ID I am adding indicator. So let's copy this indicator ID, write it here in the CSS file. For this one we will set width, it will be 100 pixel, then border none, and background this color code, and we will add height. So it is 3 pixel. Then margin from the top, it is 8 pixel, and transform translate X 100 pixel. Now you can see one bottom line for this register button, and we have this form here. So next we have to add click event, so it will change the position of login and registration form. So just come back in the HTML file and let's come to the bottom. You can see we have written this JS for the navigation menu. So after this script we will add one comment. So the comment I am writing JS for toggle form. Let's write a script open and closing tag, and here I am adding var, and let's write login form equal to document.getElementById, and here we will add the ID that we have created, login form. Let's duplicate it and we will change it to REG, which is for the registration form, and here also. After that we have one more ID. For that I am creating one var, and let's write indicator is equal to document.getElementById indicator. So after adding this, we will come back where we have written the login and register button. So here it is. For this one we will write on click events. So here I am adding on click equal to one function name here. So I am writing login like this. Let's copy it. We will add it into the second one. So it is register. When we will click it, it will execute the function which is login or register. So let's come back, and here we will create this function. So I'm writing function and register. So when the register form will be executed, here we will write regform.style.transform equal to translate x 0 pixel. Let's duplicate it and we will change it to login form. And everything will be same. Let's duplicate this function and it will be for the login form. And this one will be login. And here we will change the value, so it will be 300 pixel and this one also 300 pixel. So after adding this, let's click on this login and you can see its position is changing. So like this, the form position is changing when I click the login or register button. We will add some transition also, so just come back in the CSS file and let's see where we have written. So here it is. Here we will add transition transform. 1 second. Now you can see if I click here, it is moving very smoothly. Right now you can see this indicated line is not moving, so we have to move this line also. So it will go to the left or right. So just come back in the HTML file and just copy this indicator and let's come back here and let's duplicate this one. Let's write indicator.style.transform equals translate x and it is 100 pixel. Let's duplicate it in the last line. Here also we'll write indicator and it will be 0 pixel. That's it. Now just come back to the CSS and just copy this one, this transition, and write it here in this indicator. Transition transform once again. Again reload the web page and now you can see if I click on the login, the indicator comes to the login, and if I click on register, it will go to the register button. And this form is also moving from login to register. Next we will hide this form after this div. So just come back in the CSS file. You can see we have written this class name form container. So here we will add overflow hidden. That's it. So after this overflow hidden, we will again come back to the page, and if I click here, you can see this form is not going beyond this white box. So right now you can see this form is looking very nice and this click event is also working nice. If I open this web page in a small screen, and here you can see it is perfect for this screen also. If I click here, it is moving like this. It will change the form when I click the register or login. And if I click on the navigation menu, it will open the navigation menu from the top. Let me come back to the full screen and you can see if I click on any navigation menu, it is not working. So let's come back in the HTML file. In the index.html file, you can see we have written this links. Here we have anchor tag, home. So in this home, we will write index.html, which is home page. Now we have this products. So in this href, we will add the product page, which is products.html, like this. Now we have created the page for account. So here we will write account.html in the account menu. We will also add one link in this logo. So before this logo, we will add one anchor tag like this, and we will close this a tag after this image. And here in this href, we can add one page. So we will add the home page, which is index.html. Once we will click on the logo, it will open the home page. After that, you can see we have this cart icon. So for this cart icon also, we will add one link. So here we will add one anchor tag. So I'm using A, and close this A tag after this cart image. And in this href we will add the page, which is cart.html, like this. So it will connect the cart page. Like this we have connected all the pages from home page. If I click on logo, you can see it is still on home page. If I click on products, it will open the product page. Let's come back to the home, and if I click on account, it will open the account page. Come back, and if I click on icon, it will open the cart page. Let's come back to the home, and similarly we will add one link in the product also. So you can see we have this product on this home page. So we will come back in the HTML file of index.html, and let's see. So we have this product here. So we will add link in this image. So before this image, I will add anchor tag and close this A here after this image. And in this href, write the product page name, which is productdetails.html, like this. We will also add this click in this product name so that people can click on the product name also. So here we will add the anchor tag before this h4 and close it here. So it will open productdetails.html. So you can see if I click on this image, it will open the product detail page. And let's come back. If I click on this product name, it will again open the product detail page. So like this, you can connect all the pages using the href. Similarly, you have to go to all the pages like product page, product details page, cart page, and account page, and connect all the pages in the navigation menu and icon and logo and so on. So finally we have completed all the pages of our e-commerce website, and you can see this website is looking very nice right now. It is our home page. So I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching this video.